come to our company for a contract, especially one of them with the surname Li. I have high hopes for her as an idol singer." Zhang Yishan looked curious, his expression puzzled. "Mr. Qin, are you talking about that Li who resembles a male singer? She sings well, but nurturing her might be quite difficult. Are you really considering a contract? I think her signing fee would be quite high. Even if it's high, it could reach tens of millions RMB." He replied, "During this period from 2009 to 2010, it was indeed a glorious time for mainland singers, and many had rising signing fees. Unfortunately, after this period, mainland singers experienced a decline and would no longer have such brilliance. At that time, it would really be the era of movies and matchmaking entertainment programs." He sighed and waved his hand, leaving a statement. "Just let them know that as long as they get into the top 3 of the Supergirl competition, I'm willing to sign them. If they are interested, they can come to my company, and I will have someone help them with a contract in their future idol journey." He felt it would be a waste to let go of these great talents. Even if these female singers were only popular for a while, signing with a company that wouldn't nurture them would be a loss. If they could come to his company and receive his careful planning and training, they would definitely shine even brighter. It wouldn't be a problem for them to stay popular for over a decade. He understood the upcoming trends in entertainment and didn't want to waste these promising talents. After bidding farewell to Zhang Yishan, the entertainment director, Qin Fei, arrived at the conference room of the television station. People had already been waiting there, mainly from Southern Television, who were very eager to acquire this drama from Qin Fei. They were currently airing some gunfight and urban romance dramas, which had very low viewership and were being overshadowed by Northern Television. Now, they had finally come across a drama that was a massive hit, with the first episode exploding in popularity, especially since it was a xinxia genre. They were very much looking forward to obtaining the first broadcasting rights. "Mr. Qin, your xinxia drama can be said to be a groundbreaking, epic-making product. I have never seen such a good TV series. Yes, in mainland China, many people are just making a few mediocre products, along with romantic urban dramas, which can't compare to your work, Mr. Qin. Xinxia is the best I have ever seen, not inferior to those 4 classic novels. Mr. Qin, you must give us Southern Television the first broadcasting rights." As soon as these words were spoken, the expressions of the Northern Television representatives turned sour. They also wanted to acquire the rights to this xinxia drama, and currently, several Northern Television stations held exclusive broadcasting rights to the 4 classic novels. If they could also acquire this xianjian, their station's ratings would soar even higher. They didn't want to give Southern Television a chance to breathe. "Mr. Qin, this drama is better suited for our Northern station. Our ratings have always been the highest and the most stable. Yes, selling this drama to us at Northern Television would be best. We are willing to pay any price for exclusive broadcasting rights. Mr. Qin, please name your price. We want the exclusive broadcasting rights." As soon as this was said, the representatives from some Southern Television stations looked displeased. Each of them became anxious and quickly spoke up. "Mr. Qin, you must not let them acquire the exclusive rights. Otherwise, it would be a huge loss for your xinxia drama. Yes, we would rather bid for it episode by episode than let them obtain the exclusive rights. Mr. Qin, please name your price. How much are you willing to sell the first broadcasting rights for?" Now both sides of the television stations desired their own priority broadcasting rights. Northern Television was even aiming for the exclusive broadcasting rights to his Xianjian drama. However, how could Qin Fei possibly sell the exclusive rights? They were only at the 2nd episode, and selling exclusive rights now would not fetch a high price. He preferred to auction it off. Only as the drama gradually aired would they understand its potential. At that time, he could continue to raise the price for selling the drama, maintaining a calm demeanor. He faced both television stations and simply said, "For the 2nd episode, I plan to start the bidding at 10 million renminbi. You all know how much I spent on making this drama. If I sell this drama to you, I can guarantee one thing. If any episode's viewership drops below 30, I will refund whatever you paid for the drama." With a confident expression, Qin Fei added a special note. "This guarantee can be written into the contract. If any episode has a viewership below 30, I guarantee to refund all the funds you spent on purchasing the drama." As soon as these words were spoken, the heads of several television stations exchanged glances. Qin Fei was indeed very confident and they were all visibly excited. This represented that the drama was bound to be a hit, with a good performance in the first episode, as long as the ratings remained stable. Even if it didn't reach 65, just 50 would still earn them a significant profit. In fact, 10 million or 20 million renminbi was not a big deal for some television stations, but they knew they could earn revenue from commercials in between. Generally, after airing a drama for a while, several advertisements would be inserted. An advertisement price can yield several million RMB, and for a good TV drama, during prime time, it can even exceed 10 million RMB in advertising fees. A single episode of a TV drama can feature several ads. If the viewership ratings of the drama are high, the producers can negotiate with advertisers for better prices. These people get excited, and immediately someone bids. I am willing to offer 15 million renminbi for the priority airing of episode 2. We, at Beiswa Television, are willing to pay 20 million renminbi for acquisition. We, at Nanyuan Television, are willing to offer 30 million renminbi. We bid 40 million. Damn it, you guys. 40 million? It's uncertain if you can even sell ads for that much. You're buying at a loss. Fine, our Southern Television will also take a loss. We offer 50 million. In the end, the people from Southern Television indeed have the money and directly called out a price of 50 million renminbi, overpowering the Northern Television's 40 million renminbi. The first and second broadcasters have emerged. In this auction for episode 2, the highest bid is 50 million, the second is 40 million, and the third is 30 million renminbi. Altogether, that amounts to 120 million renminbi, a remarkably high selling price. For the second episode of this drama, if word gets out, many other drama crews will be envious. Aside from Qin Fei Xianjian, no other entertainment company's drama can command such a high price. His Xianjian is unique, and his promotional methods are also one of a kind. He guarantees a refund if the viewership is below 30. Qin Fei is a well-known figure. His reputation ensures that people are not afraid of him backing out. Contracts are directly signed, and if refunds are not given, they can sue him. He has the Qin Entertainment Company and the Qin Foundation, so he has plenty of money. What do they have to worry about? There is now a lot of hope for this fantasy drama, having secured episode 2 from Qin Fei, and they just want to air it as soon as possible. They want to see the effect of this drama. Starting for episode 2 is crucial. As long as it can maintain a fluctuation and does not drop below 60, it can be considered a success. After all, the first episode of drama usually has the highest ratings, and the subsequent trend will typically see a decline. It all depends on the strength of the drama. It's like stocks. The strength of a company determines what price the stock can stabilize at. That is the key. Generally, a drama that can maintain a 30 viewership rating is considered good, but Qin Fei's demand is clear. Viewership below 30, even at 29, will result in a direct refund. This clearly aims for a 50 viewership rating. Chapter 134. This Qin Xiao is too unbelievable. As for a TV drama achieving a 50 viewership rating, it's not impossible. So far, only one has managed to do so. That is the famous Journey to the West. Aside from this legendary drama, no other work has reached such heights. The viewership ratings of the other 4 great classical novels hover around 30-50. It's important to note that these are the 4 great classical novels, which took significant effort and resources to produce. If a drama could surpass them, it would be an astonishing and terrifying feat. This is why this Xinxia drama has caused such a rush among television stations. Even if it costs 50 million per episode, they don't care. A single Journey to the West can run for over a decade. Can't Xianjian do the same? Once acquired, they can air it for decades without losing out. In the afternoon, Qin Fei accompanied Lu Yifei to a gathering, which was hosted by the Qin's Mainland Foundation. The private equity fund launched by the Qin Group has its company manager as the main initiator and the responsible person for this gathering. Finding a high-end buffet restaurant of 1,000 square meters as the venue shows that the other party is quite capable. Upon seeing him, Zhao Liang, who came along, quickly approached to greet him. Mr. Qin, there are 100 attendees at our private equity fund gathering, all of whom are interested in investing in our Qin's mainland private equity fund. Some of them would like to meet you individually. Qin Fei smiled and raised a hand, which Lu Yifei held onto. She was very obedient, quietly embracing his arm and accompanying him. As the spokesperson for the Qin Foundation, Qin Fei naturally brought her along to bolster the event's prominence. Many people noticed Qin Fei, especially Liu Yifei, and these wealthy individuals looked on with excitement and admiration. No one didn't recognize her now that she starred in the Xianjin drama. That's Xianling. Wow, she's even more beautiful in person than on TV. Indeed, the Qin Foundation is impressive to have such a stunning superstar as their spokesperson. Just look at who the foundation's boss is. Mr. Qin is well known in Hong Kong. I've heard that the four great families of Hong Kong all have good relations with him. The Li family was once on top, but has now been replaced by him. Li Chaoren has long gone overseas. What four great families are left? The fourth family is probably the Qin family now. Some people proactively approached to greet him, and these mainland tycoons looked on with admiration at Qin Fei, who was holding Liu Yifei's hand. Their eyes were filled with deep respect. Many wanted to invest in the Qin Foundation and build connections with Qin Fei. Mr. Qin, you are young and accomplished. We old folks truly admire you. You and Miss Liu together are a perfect match. Indeed, no wonder Miss Liu doesn't ask for endorsement fees and helps Mr. Qin promote. Mr. Qin is quite lucky to be able to befriend someone like Miss Liu. You're amazing. Qin Fei remained calm, leisurely greeting the group. His Qin Foundation needs to develop and relies on these mainland tycoons. Liu Yifei was delighted to receive compliments from these wealthy individuals. Initially feeling a bit insecure, she now realized her fame was quite significant in the wealthy circle, and the fact that they praised her as a perfect match with Qin Fei made her the happiest. This girl with a sweet smile clung to him, beaming. Godfather, everyone says we're a great match. I originally thought I was reaching too high by being with you, but I didn't expect my fame to be so good. Isn't it impressive how hard I work? She looked at him in a playful manner, making Qin Fei chuckle as he pinched her cute nose and smiled. Yes. Who would dare say you're not impressive? Look, they're all looking at you, not me. They came to this gathering to see you. Liu Yifei was even happier, tightly holding onto his arm, exuding intimacy. It's not that. It's still your foundation that's impressive. I don't have that much fame yet. Godfather, look. Isn't that the boss of Wanda Enterprises, and Mr. Liu from Hongtai Insurance, and Mr. Liu from a certain e-commerce platform? Indeed. Approaching them were Mr. Wang from Wanda, Manager Chun from Hongtai Insurance, and Mr. Liu from a certain e-commerce platform. These are domestic giants. Wanda speaks for itself. While Hongtai Insurance is a well-known insurance company in the mainland, definitely not lacking in capital. They can easily invest tens of billions RMB, and raising 10 billion renminbi this time would be too little for them. As for Mr. Liu from the e-commerce platform, he wasn't here to invest in the fund. As a member of Alibaba, he recently launched a new platform called Pinduoduo and was specially here to consult with Qin Fei. Mr. Wang, who was the first to speak, was familiar with Qin Fei, as his son had previously interacted with him during land development when they collaborated on a real estate project. Mr. Wang greeted him with a smile. Mr. Qin, long time no see. I didn't expect the young man who came to me to buy real estate back then to become a big shot in Hong Kong now. I truly admire you. Your Qin Entertainment and Qin Foundation combined are even more powerful than my Wanda. Qin Fei smiled and replied, Mr. Wang overestimates me. Your Wanda Enterprises are spread all over the country. In due time, don't mention trillion assets. You could even reach several hundred trillion with your real estate being the most powerful. Mr. Wang chuckled, fully aware that the real estate market in the mainland is booming, and his company is developing rapidly. It won't be long before he makes it onto the global billionaire list. Yes, the global billionaire list. He came this time hoping for more collaboration with Qin Fei. After all, the Qin Foundation has considerable strength, and others are not short on money. His Wanda brand still needs some financing, and Qin Fei is just the right person who has no shortage of funds. As he was pondering how to bring this up, Manager Chun, the head of the insurance giant, continued, Mr. Qin, your Qin private equity fund has raised too little capital this time, only 10 billion renminbi. I feel it could go up to 100 billion renminbi. We have plenty of idle funds in insurance, and would like to cooperate with you. Qin Fei's eyes lit up as he introduced the sales manager, Wei Ming, beside him, saying casually, this matter needs to be discussed with my foundation's manager. You can let us know how much your insurance company needs to invest. My foundation's manager will be responsible for this matter. Wei Ming felt proud, standing high among the big shots. This was all thanks to Qin Fei, and he hadn't expected that someone from an insurance company would say they were raising too little funds and wanted to invest 100 billion renminbi directly. With an insurance giant willing to invest 100 billion, he felt that if Qin Fei was willing, he could easily raise 1 trillion renminbi. Thinking about being in charge of trillion assets again, he felt an indescribable excitement. He was entrusted with handling the fund matters. Qin Fei's gaze landed on Mr. Lu from the e-commerce platform. Lu Qiangdong is indeed a powerful figure, and his platform is something he has high hopes for. He genuinely wanted to invest. Mr. Lu, your e-commerce platform is indeed impressive, able to stand shoulder to shoulder with our Alibaba. I truly admire you. As Qin Fei spoke, it was clear that Mr. Lu was taken aback by the compliment. Mr. Qin, you flatter me. Your Alibaba is the real powerhouse, especially with the recent launch of a small platform called Pinduoduo. That platform is truly remarkable, capturing the low-end market with daily sales exceeding 100 million. You are my role model. Qin Fei really didn't know about this matter. After all, Pinduoduo was founded and subsequently managed by Huang Zhen, and he hadn't looked into it at all. He didn't expect that, after just a few days, the sales volume had already surpassed 10 billion. It seemed that the other party was indeed capable. Qin Fei smiled and said, "By the way, Mr. Lu, how is your JD doing in the market now?" Mr. Lu's expression was troubled. JD's development couldn't compete with Alibaba, especially now that funds were lacking and markets were hard to open up. He was still in dire need of money. He had started from scratch and built JD by himself. Considering how far he had come, it was impressive. However, to move forward, he needed other people to invest, and he was hesitating about how to bring it up. Qin Fei took the initiative and said, "I have Alibaba and Pinduoduo. In fact, JD's strength is also quite good. Mr. Lu, if you need funding for equity, I would be very willing to invest. I'm ready to put in 10 billion renminbi to help you expand your market. What do you think?" Qin Fei's offer of 10 billion excited Lu Qiangdong. He didn't expect Qin Fei to be willing to invest in JD, and he said happily, "Mr. Qin, thank you for your support. We really need this money, and I also want to visit your Alibaba's operations. I heard that the developer of Pinduoduo is a newcomer, and the original Mr. Ma has left the upper management to start from the bottom." Qin Fei waved his hand dismissively and said, "Well, Mr. Ma's capability wasn't sufficient. He needs to start from the bottom. I replaced him with another newcomer, and Pinduoduo was developed by him." The other party understood and admired Qin Fei's ability to identify talent. He could easily find someone to replace Alibaba's upper management. This Qin Xiao was truly extraordinary. Whether in e-commerce, entertainment, or finance, he was remarkably strong, making others look up to him. In fact, it wasn't just him. Countless other wealthy individuals here also looked up to Qin Fei, as his strength was formidable across various fields. Just the fact that he was investing in JD was a hot topic. Many wealthy individuals believed in Qin Fei's vision, and seeing how optimistic Qin Fei was about JD. Some of them also seized the opportunity to collaborate with JD. They had no doubts about Qin Fei's insight, believing that whatever Qin Fei valued would surely thrive and grow. As for Tencent and Alibaba, just look at the current Xinxia dramas. Qin Fei could directly invest money, surpassing many other drama productions. Chapter 135. I Like You in Ancient Costume. The chairman of a certain Eastern company gained considerable recognition, as many were willing to invest in a share due to Qin Fei's involvement. This allowed the company to acquire hundreds of billions of RMB in funding, making him feel that this trip was truly worthwhile. After chatting with Qin Fei, he felt more confident about the e-commerce app platform he was developing. He was now full of confidence and planned to make a significant impact. Naturally, he also wanted to visit Qin Fei's Alibaba group to observe its operations. He was eager to learn more, especially about Pinduoduo's operational model, which he was most interested in studying. He knew that the success of this platform relied on its unbeatable operational model, far surpassing many e-commerce platforms that had been promoting for decades. Indeed, Pinduoduo's group buying discount model had already outstripped many existing e-commerce platforms, which seemed outdated in comparison. How could they compete with a platform that was over a decade ahead? The advertising effect of this era was absolutely sensational. At that moment, Qin Fei hadn't anticipated that by giving Huang Zhen a little opportunity, the latter would set up a platform from scratch in just a few days. Within less than a week, It achieved a sales figure of 100 million in a single day. The platform's potential was limitless. In the future, it could easily surpass not just 100 million, but tens of billions or even hundreds of billions in sales. No wonder Mr. Liu in front of him looked eager. Having scheduled a time to visit Qin Fei's company to discuss matters with Huang Jin personally, Qin Fei readily agreed, as he had invested 10 billion in the Eastern company and was keen to collaborate. There was no need for the major e-commerce players to be enemies. It was much more enjoyable to be friends and make money together. This gathering went smoothly, allowing Qin Fei to meet several wealthy individuals from the mainland, who also got to know him better, thus expanding his social circle. Qin Fei successfully entered the high social circles of the mainland, which would facilitate his future investments and company expansion, greatly benefiting his Qin Entertainment. On the side, Liu Fei was also very happy. She successfully represented Qin Fei's foundation. Many were looking at her, and even the wealthy flattered her, which made her very pleased. After all, she couldn't help but like Qin Fei, looking at him with affectionate eyes, holding his hand, and not wanting to part for a moment. Even when eating, she stayed close to him. In the end, Qin Fei took her and left the gathering. Seeing her lovely expression, he smiled and leaned closer to her ear, saying, "Are we going to your place to open a hotel nearby?" Liu Fei blushed and replied, "Wherever my godfather says to go." With a hearty laugh, Qin Fei planned to indulge in some excitement by opening a hotel nearby. At the same time, he called his personal assistant to have Liu Fei's set of ancient costumes brought over. Hearing Qin Fei's request, Liu Fei was curious. "Why do you want someone to bring out the ancient costumes?" Qin Fei smiled playfully and said, "I like how you look in ancient costume." Liu Fei blushed again but dared not say anything, knowing that she was willing to do anything for Qin Fei's liking. She was very obedient and would never dare to resist, which was why Qin Fei liked her and wanted to bring her to the gathering. This big star was so easy to manage. As dawn broke, Qin Fei woke up from the luxurious 5-star bed, feeling a bit sleep-deprived, having stayed up too late the night before. Not far away, a girl in ancient costume appeared very spirited. With the sunlight streaming in, her outfit complemented her fairy-like beauty. It was indeed beautiful. There were very few in the entertainment industry who could compare to her. Even Yang Mi was slightly behind. Yang Mi had more of a mature vibe, while the girl in front of him exuded a pure charm. Seeing him wake up, she cheerfully approached, displaying a lively personality that did not match her high-cold fairy persona. It was clear that only those with a close relationship could receive such warmth from her. She leaned in and kissed his cheek, smiling sweetly. "Godfather, I'm going to shoot a TV drama now. You should sleep well. I've already called Mommy to pick me up. Have a good rest." After saying this, she picked up her things and lightly left the room, causing Qin Fei to yawn. He originally wanted to continue sleeping, but then a call came through from his company, his assistant reporting the ratings for the second episode. However, these ratings were within his expectations, and he was not surprised at all. "Boss, our second episode's ratings are still at 60. It's really explosive." The ratings for the second episode on the TV station reached 60. Online discussions are already heated. Even at the station, many people were talking about it. Indeed, the Xianjian TV drama had become a huge hit. Even at the station, many were discussing how popular this drama was. The buzz was rising because of the fantasy theme and exquisite special effects. Mainland audiences had never seen such a well-made drama. In fact, as long as a drama has quality, a good plot, impressive special effects, and non-awkward acting, it is bound to succeed. This drama passed all criteria. From special effects to script quality, and then came the acting. The lead actor, Hu Ji's performance was completely on point. He had been in the industry for many years and had the skills. Then there was Liu Fei, whose face needed no acting, just by portraying a high-cold fairy. She captured the audience's hearts. Furthermore, Yang Mi's character as the heroic girl, although initially a bit annoying, later became quite lively. Her tsundere personality definitely attracted a large wave of fans. When Yang Mi appeared in the second episode, it further boosted the popularity of Xianjian. Liu Fei was deeply ingrained as the fairy, but adding a lively and dynamic heroine was also beloved by many. Thus, Yang Mi's fame skyrocketed, and her attention, along with the ratings of Xianjian, continued to rise. She had directly entered the ranks of second-tier celebrities. Once Xianjin ended, it would be easy for her to break into the first tier. Don't forget, she was also participating in another entertainment program. By the time Xianjin aired, that program would further amplify her mature charm. It would be hard not to become a first-tier star. Understanding all of this, Qin Fei smiled and asked his assistant where Yang Mi was staying so he could go pick her up. He wanted to take the initiative to drive her. The assistant hurriedly replied, "Miss Yang has been staying at a hotel recently. We originally wanted to arrange an apartment for her, but she hasn't agreed." Indeed, she was still planning to bet on leaving Qin Entertainment and joining Zhongying. Unfortunately, her dream was about to be dashed. Qin Fei enjoyed seeing her dreams crushed. He found it amusing to imagine her expression of loss. He requested the hotel address and drove over to wait for her. He didn't take the car he had originally bought in the mainland, but seized the opportunity to order a new one. He ordered the latest Maserati, a CEO SV, with a total value of 9 million renminbi. It was indeed a luxury sports car, rare to see in the mainland. Even in Beijing and Shenzhen, it would be a car that turned heads. Qin Fei drove his newly bought Maserati SUV and arrived at the hotel where Yang Mi was staying, parking the car properly. There were many onlookers, some taking pictures with their Nokia phones. It was just short of them stepping forward for a photo together. A group of people gathered, stunned by the luxury car, and when a person came out from the hotel, it further amazed the crowd. "Look, isn't that the heroine from Xianjin? Wow, it really is her. I didn't expect her to stay here. She is my favorite character. I love her straightforward personality. I'm her fan. Yang Mi, I like you. Can I get an autograph? Yang Mi, I'm your loyal fan. I love the Xianjin series you filmed." The bystanders got excited, shouting out their admiration. From their words, it was clear that the Xianjin TV series had become a huge hit. With the show's success and her rising fame, Yang Mi should have been happy. However, when she saw someone not far away, she couldn't feel happy at all. She clearly remembered the bet she made with that guy. She never expected that a single fantasy drama could become this popular. The viewership rating for the first 2 episodes hit 60, and the second episode sold for over 100 million renminbi. This guy is incredible. A casually shot drama can achieve such heights. She felt a complicated mix of emotions. Meanwhile, Qin Fei smiled and stepped forward to help block some fans wanting autographs. Despite Yang Mi's cold personality, in reality, she wasn't too keen on greeting fans. As her boss, he naturally had to maintain her good image. "I'm sorry, everyone. Miss Yang has other commitments. We need to head to the set to shoot the 3rd episode of Xianjin. Please make way, Miss Yang. Let's get in the car quickly. The crew is waiting." After saying this, Qin Fei smiled and opened the car door for Yang Mi to get in. She got into the Maserati, and with Qin Fei pressing the gas pedal, they drove away. Looking at Qin Fei's profile while driving, she admitted that this man had charm. He was young, wealthy, and could casually create a drama with sky-high ratings. It was no wonder the other female lead, Xianling, was so infatuated with him, having a heated relationship with him. But she wasn't Xianling and didn't want to be like Liu Yifei, so she remained cold. Even after getting in the car, she didn't show much emotion. Chapter 136. The little heroine he also likes. Qin Fei smiled, watching the scene with amusement, and couldn't help but tease, "What does it feel like to be a big star?" Yang Mi shot him a glare, her expression icy. Don't get cocky. Let me tell you, if you ask me for something special, I will expose you. Don't mess around." The other party looked at him warily, which made Qin Fei want to laugh. Although he was sentimental, he never bullied women. He was always gentle with women. When had he ever acted rashly? With a gentle smile, he sighed, "It seems, Miss Yang, you have a bit of a misunderstanding about me. What do you think my relationship with Liu Yifei is?" After thinking for a moment, Yang Mi nodded and involuntarily said, "Very good." Indeed, the relationship between Liu Yifei and him was extremely close, and Liu Yifei trusted him greatly. This made Qin Fei confident. "I would never force anyone to do something they don't like." Yang Mi looked at him with disdain, wanted to say that she was forced to come here because of him. This guy was really talking nonsense. Such people were the most terrifying. They could have others help them count money without even realizing they had been sold out. In any case, Yang Mi absolutely didn't want to be fooled again. She looked very alert, clearly showing her strong wariness. Qin Fei didn't mind. He made no other moves, just casually waved his hand, took out a car key, and threw it to her. "This is a Maserati. the luxurious large-capacity version from 2009, worth a total